Welcome to SoFi Stadium. I've made it. The 49ers have two. Most of them are still in the locker room. Maybe a couple more buses are coming from the hotel in downtown LA, but we are here. It is week 18. This is a fitting grand football palace for the action that we're about to see today. A lot is on the line. The 49ers are trying to clinch a playoff berth. The Rams are trying to clinch an NFC West title. We'll see what happens at 1:25 p.m. So still a couple hours, even more than a couple hours from kickoff. But as you guys know, I love to give tours of these stadiums that the 49ers visit on the road. I've done this one before. I did this one back in preseason when the 49ers played the Chargers. Now we get to do it again well before fans get in here. So hopefully this gives you a little sneak peek at what's going on behind the scenes. And tradition has it that I always climb to the very top row of every stadium that the 49ers play in on the road. So we're in the top row of SoFi Stadium. I'm about to flip the camera around so that you guys can get a view. There's some security over there, but this is what it looks like if you are at the very top of the top deck. You can see it's a beautiful day in Los Angeles. It's nice and quiet here because they haven't turned on the PA system yet. They just rehearsed the anthem. If you're this high, you're probably doing a lot of watching on the scoreboard. And as you can see, that scoreboard is a big circular ring. You could actually, if you're in the lower deck, see the inside of the ring is also a screen. So we're gonna walk over here and see all the fans gathering outside. Now, we could zoom in from the top level, and I believe that's Laken Tomlinson warming up for the 49ers, and maybe even Jalen Moore, but it's so high up from right here, I can't really tell. So we'll zoom back out. I don't want to give you guys motion sickness from that zoom shake that we have going on. And here's the full thing. I mean, this place is stunning, as you can see. Absolutely spectacular. I was here for the first time last season in week 12 when the 49ers beat the Rams with Nick Mullins. And obviously there were no fans last season. So I had the unique experience of sitting down in the lower deck, kicking up my feet, and watching the game alone, watching an NFL game in the stands alone. So that was crazy. I didn't really like it because I like when there's fans here, but at least I got a cool picture out of it. And the PA system has started. So it's about to get a little bit louder. But I want to give you guys a tour of the plaza outside, so we'll walk over here to check it out.
It is 11 o'clock in the City of Angels, and the doors are now open for Los Angeles Rams football. Welcome to the Rams house. Let's win the West.
Well, that was just slightly obnoxious, but it gives you an idea of the volume in the stadium. Fans should be here any minute, so pretty soon you'll be able to see if we have red filtering in, and I expect that there will be quite a bit of red filtering in. The 49ers fans have generally taken over these LA stadiums ever since the Rams moved back from St. Louis. Remember, in the Coliseum, you go back to that 2019 game in October in week 6, I think it was like 70% 49ers fans. That was insane. We didn't get to see SoFi in its opening year in 2020 with 49ers fans because of COVID, but we did get to see 49ers fans here in the preseason against the Chargers, and I would say it was like 80 to 85% 49ers fans. So I would expect another very, very loud crowd whenever something good happens for the 49ers. I don't know if it's going to be 50-50, 60-40. I predict something like the Super Bowl where both teams have to manage the noise when they're on offense, because I think you're going to have a lot of 49ers fans for sure, but you also obviously will have some Rams fans because it's a home game for them. All right, we're going to flip the camera back around as I've made it all the way to the end of the upper deck. You can see the tailgates going on over there. Now take a look at this. You guys recognize this building? That's the Great Western Forum. That's where Magic Johnson and all the great Lakers teams used to play before they moved downtown to the Staples Center, which is now known as Crypto.com Arena. so you could see the Great Western Forum and how it looks compared to this. Remember that the Forum used to be one of the wonders of the sporting world. Well, now this SoFi Stadium is definitely one of the wonders of the sporting world, and you could see just how decrepit the Forum looks compared to SoFi Stadium. The 49ers will be coming out of, I believe, this tunnel, but I'm not 100% sure. I think they're coming out of this side, but obviously it's still too early for that. We are still waiting for the first fans to get into the stadium. It is right by the Forum. So anyway, while we wait for some fans to get into the stadium, hopefully you've subscribed and you've seen all the previews. I had Jeff Garcia on for over an hour on Thursday. If you're not ready to run through a brick wall after watching Jeff Garcia talk about 49ers-Rams on his YouTube channel, I don't know what's wrong with you. Also talked about the quarterback situation. I had an article this week about the 49ers defensive line, which is playing its best football. And, you know, everybody's going to talk about the QBs, and I will here in a second. But the 49ers defensive line, which is really surging right now, is going to be facing a Rams offensive line that might be one of the best pass blocking units in all of football. That's the matchup that we really need to pay attention to on the other side of the ball. So don't let the quarterback situation dominate your entire thoughts in this game, because that matchup between the 49ers D-line and the Rams O-line is a prolific, high-caliber matchup. We don't know exactly who's starting at quarterback yet. The 49ers are taking this down to kickoff, but the presumption is that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be starting in this game because he's going to be active. We know that Garoppolo and Trey Lance will be the two options at the 49ers' disposal. Now, the 49ers have held the starting decision close to the vest, but the most likely scenario is Garoppolo starts, but he's going to be compromised in all likelihood by the thumb. That means that I wouldn't be surprised to see both quarterbacks today. In fact, the 49ers wouldn't be surprised because during the week of practice, Lance and Garoppolo split reps, which is extremely unusual unless you plan to play both quarterbacks or unless you think there's a contingency in which you might need to play both quarterbacks. So that's going to be something to keep an eye out on. The 49ers simply want options, and they built options at the quarterback position. So we will see what they need to do to get through this game, but the truth of the matter is that Jimmy Garoppolo is not 100%. So it's an opportunity for him to show some toughness, but it's also a tough game against the Rams. Let's take another look at the field. Still waiting for the first fans to get in. Oh, we got our first fans. The first fans in the building are 49ers fans, I can report. Red jerseys over there. So there you go, 100% 49ers fans in the building so far. 49ers fans always show up early. See all that red? Maybe I should walk that way. I do think the 49ers defense is set for a good game because they have a lot of guys back. Now, another absolutely huge injury to keep an eye out on is Trent Williams. Is Trent Williams going to play? We haven't heard anything yet. That's something I'm going to keep an eye out for during warm-ups. Maybe I'll even make another video once I find out whether or not Trent Williams is in uniform. If Trent can't play, that's a huge blow to the 49ers. And Jalen Moore, a rookie who's celebrating his 24th birthday today, would start at left tackle. And I don't know, that would be a lot of trouble for the 49ers. So it's hold your breath time right now if you're a 49ers fan. Hope that Trent Williams will indeed start for this team. He's dealing with an elbow injury. Somebody asked me about Brandon Ayuk. Well, he's going to play. There's nothing wrong with Brandon Ayuk. Look, more 49ers fans. It's literally all 49ers fans in right now. There's a Deebo Samuel fan. There's Patrick Willis. Another Deebo Samuel. There's going to be a lot of red in this building today. There definitely is. All right, guys, it's a huge game. Watch all my other videos. I previewed the game better there. I'm going to go down to the field right now, get some 49ers injury reports for you. So follow me on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube. I'll keep you guys updated as best as I possibly can. And I think the 49ers will somehow, some way pull this out. We'll see if it's true, though. I mean, this is a hard one to predict. So let's just all buckle up at 1:25 p.m. Pacific time, because it's going to be one wild flurry here in Week 18. You couldn't ask for anything more. This is playoff football during the regular season. 49ers and Rams coming up. Everybody take care.